right, I'm Dr. Wickham Simonds. This is Michelle Kennedy, nurse
morning.
practitioner. Welcome to the Dr. Simonds Weight Loss Ask Me Anything live event. Today is the 26th of July. We do these every 2 weeks on Monday. I'm with Michelle Kennedy, as you know, and most of you know me, Dr. Simonds, and we're open today in our Raleigh location and Durham location, as always on Mondays.
Yes.
And we got some good questions today. So
yeah, we got a fun show. We got all kinds of snacks, as you can see, and you saw in the email. We got a great question about keto snacks, so we're gonna cover all that. So stay tuned. We're giving away a Target gift card again.
Yes, indeed. So how do they win the Target gift card, Michelle?
So I do two things for us. We need you to like the video, and then we need you to comment in the comment section hashtag Simonds AMA. So hashtag Simonds AMA.
That's right. Okay. So without further ado, maybe we should get into these questions.
Yeah, we're going to start with the most fun question, which is why we have a table full of snacks. Joanna from Raleigh has asked, what are your go-to keto snacks? And we have a lot. So we have a real lot. So what are your absolute favorite before we jump in?
Well, it's it just changes so often, and I think I'm always in the mood for something kind of a little different sometimes. So it depends on. I think it may be breaking it down into sweeter and more salty.
That's smart.
More savory.
Yeah,
it's maybe the way to think about it. On the sweeter side, there is a new Quest bar, which I was unable to get to bring here because they're selling out so fast, but it's sweetened with allulose. And it kind of has that Rice Krispie texture, and I think there's 3 grams net carbs in it. And it's just really good because it has no aftertaste that I can tell.
Allulose is a newer natural sweetener. So I know a lot of people are familiar with stevia. Monk fruit has become more popular, erythritol. So allulose is sort of in that category. And Quest has been kind of the front runner on using allulose. And it's really good for texture and for taste.
That is exactly right.
So if you like Quest products, it's probably because they're using allulose.
Now, on the salty side, probably 4 times a week at about 6 o'clock in the evening in the Durham office, if you're there, you may see me eat a bag of these, which is the Quest tortilla chips. For whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe I missed going to Mexican restaurants at that time. And the idea of chips and salsa, I just kind of, with the salty craving, that seems to do it. There was another one that, our recipes on our website and on the Casual Keto Doctor Instagram site are home run recipes. And we send some of those out on email. And some of you who open your email might actually see these. And we had a really good one about 2 weeks ago that is a copycat keto recipe for the Red Lobster cheddar biscuit. Now, I made some of those over the weekend. On Saturday night, I went to the Luke Bryan concert right here at Walnut Creek Amphitheater. And so I had a little tailgating thing. I had this tailbrella, which hooks to my trailer hitch on my truck, and it's an umbrella. You sit under there. There's all these people out there having a good time, but they're all eating chips. They're all eating cake. They're drinking all these fruity mixed drinks full of sugar and stuff. So I just couldn't give into that. So I made those cheddar biscuits, right? And then I'd cooked some steak and sliced them up, and man, it just went so good. So you can find those recipes at the Casual Keto Doctor on Instagram. That's the CASUAL KETODR at the Casual Keto Doctor on Instagram. You'll find me there, and we got a ton of, dynamite recipes. Yeah,
there's a lot more with that one.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. And if you just watch our emails, and look, just open them. We send them forward. We have great recipes right there. If you're just looking for a new idea each week, you'll find them on our email.
Tuesday is Tasty Keto Tuesday.
Yes, it is. That's
so
correct.
Definitely the Tuesday email is the one you want to tune into. That's the most important one. All right, so we covered the salty, we covered the sweet for you.
Yeah, how about you?
So I am, I'm really into usually more of the salty snacks.
Yeah.
So I am more of a half an avocado, which right, half an avocado with some salt. Cannot beat that. I also love string cheese and deli meat. Right. It just works. I didn't bring any deli meat out, but you could do salami. I do prosciutto. You can just do turkey, roast beef, ham, anything. And then hard-boiled eggs are really easy too, right? You can get them pretty much anywhere. You get at the gas station, for God's sake. They're delicious. You can put pimento cheese on them, which we have pimento cheese too.
Yeah, I really like that. I use that, by the way, with those Quest chips.
Oh, yeah. It's good as a dip or wiped into cheese and deli meat.
Yeah, that's right.
But maybe one of my all-time favorites is my secret weapon.
Yeah.
The everything but the bagel seasoning. So I will often put that in sour cream. I will mix it in, and then I will dip cucumbers, tomatoes, broccoli, snap peas, any of it. I'm a big veggie girl. I love raw veggies, but I gotta have a yummy dip. So if it's not something like pimento cheese, it's gonna be sour cream with everything but the bagel. And another tip, this is delicious if you put some cream cheese and some celery.
Yes.
And then put this on it.
Yeah, I was going to say the cream cheese with that is, and I like taking that and the deli meat and smearing that down the middle of the meat and rolling it around in the roll. Ooh, you put those in a little Tupperware, take them to work, keep them in the refrigerator.
Yes.
Can't go wrong.
Easy. And it's very much like eating a bagel with everything with the bagel, just without the bagel. So it's got all the same flavor. It is really phenomenal. Another go-to of mine is olives, and I usually eat mine out of a huge jar, but luckily for those of us on the go, they have these cool little snack, like on-the-go olives, and there's different ones. There's different flavors and all kinds of cool stuff. So that's a really good one. Keeping on the savory theme, definitely been known to have some pork rinds. Yeah. I'm sure you have too.
Particularly when I'm on the road and traveling, you stop at a gas station, you're always safe with those. There's more and more gourmet type pork rinds that you'll find in places like that, not just at the grocery store.
Yeah. They've gotten fancy with the flavors.
That's right. I mean, they're good, man.
They're good. Really good.
Yeah.
And then beef jerky and beef sticks, things like that.
Stooks is a common brand you'll find at a lot of places.
That's really good.
They kind of pride themselves on less ingredients, more meat, less ingredients.
Yeah.
It's 1 gram of carb per serving. You can't beat that.
Yeah, for sure. And then nuts, right? So we recently started carrying these Legendary brand, which I had never heard of.
Right.
But oh my goodness, they come in flavors. This is cheddar bacon.
Yeah,
there's a pizza one, right?
Oh yeah, the pizza one sells. We sell a lot of those.
Ranch.
Yeah.
These things fly. I mean, they are so good. And nuts give you so much good fiber and healthy fat. And when they're prepackaged like this, you can't overeat them unless you open another pack, which you just don't do. You eat one and then you're done. So these 100-calorie packs of nuts too, the Emerald brand here, you cannot go wrong with a delicious little pack of nuts that's already portioned.
Correct.
We sell a lot of this.
Yeah, that's right. So we sell several great options right here in our protein marketplace in both offices, and you're always welcome to come by and pick up any of that stuff.
Yeah. I guess we should cover sweet, huh?
Yeah, well, so there's lots of different, a lot of the keto stuff is kind of geared to snacks or geared to the sweet tooth, right? I guess people seem to miss that stuff the most.
Sure.
Anyway, this one here is a really good example of something that people really like, and that's the Slim Fast Fat Keto Bomb. It's a chocolate caramel flavor. They also, I think they do have a chocolate peanut butter.
I think they have traditional peanut butter cup.
Yeah, but that's only got 1 gram of net carb. It's sweetened with erythritol, has some fiber, and so it's 8 grams of fat, 1 gram of protein, and 1 gram of net carb. And it tastes really good.
Yeah, Slim Fast for a while there was not a brand that we were recommending very often, but they really did a fabulous job several years back of joining the keto movement and have created some really fantastic products. This is also a Slim Fast brand, but this is savory. We missed this one. This is a keto bomb mix. It's like nuts and cheese and really, really good. But their sweet stuff in particular is super tasty. So it looks like we have a comment. Is that Sugi?
Yeah, that's right. Susie. She's wanting to know about, have we tried, tuna packs in various flavors?
Oh, yes. That's a great idea.
That's a terrific idea.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect example of a keto snack.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely. Good one. Thank you, Susie, not Sugi.
Yeah.
That's the producer.
You were thinking she was from Asia somewhere, right?
I was thinking of the Olympics.
But it was Susie.
So more sweet stuff. We have, oh my gosh, the market has blown up for keto bars. Some are better than others. This is a plant-based one that would be an option for those of you doing a plant-based diet. Most of our patients, we recommend whey protein for when you're not plant-based. So that's going to be the Quest bars and things like the Quest cookie.
Yeah.
It is actually a protein cookie and it is tasty.
Yeah.
And then there's other bars. Some of the bars are more like chewy and dense. And some like the Power Crunch bar are light and wafery, and a bit more like crunchy. So depending on your preference for flavor and for texture, there's going to be a lot of options. So Lisa wants to know about high protein drinks.
Yes.
So we do recommend a lot of protein shakes. We carry one.
We carry one, yes. We carry a Quest pre-made protein shake. And
they are keto friendly.
Yeah.
There's also the Premier Protein brand. Atkins has a good shake that's pre-made. And then there's the powders that you can make yourself. Often when it comes to snacks, it's because the drinks are super high protein. They're usually more of like a meal replacement, but you could drink a quarter or a half or make a little smoothie or whatnot as a snack, or put a little in decaf coffee or regular coffee in the afternoon as a creamer, and that can hold you over. Yeah, it's a really good one. So yeah, that's a really good point. The easy high protein drinks can really work. And then we sell these little packets too of
by Health-Wise.
Yeah, by Health-Wise.
Those are really good. They just supplement.
They're supplement. They're usually 50 grams of protein. And what's cool about these is they have fruit flavors. So we have pineapple, we have orangeade, we have a variety pack, because a lot of traditional proteins, it's chocolate, it's vanilla, it's caramel, it's mocha, which are good, but I think some people are missing.
We even have horchata flavor.
The other flavors.
Never heard of anyone making this, but we sell a good bit of this.
We sell it. We just tell people add a little extra cinnamon. Cinnamon's really good for blood sugar. So
that's right. It is.
That's a really good option too.
Yeah, so I just make one other comment in this area, but we're going to get on to some other questions. But about the protein powders, you brought up the idea of the fruity flavor. And that's really important this time of year when it's hot. And, I'm not paid by any of these companies. And I recommend a lot of stuff to people that we don't sell in our office just because I think it's useful. But there's a great Vitamin Shop is a common vitamin store that has lots of chains. And they have their brand is called Body Tech, and they make some whey protein isolate that is fantastic. And they have a flavor that I keep stocked up in my cabinet. I keep it at work. I keep it in the cabinet. And the name of the flavor is Fruity Cereal. Okay. It tastes exactly like Fruity Pebbles. And when I say it tastes exactly like Fruity Pebbles. I don't know how they did it. And it's 1 gram of carb per scoop. Okay. 25 grams of protein. That stuff is fantastic. They even have an apple cinnamon like Apple Jacks. And they have an orange and cream, which is like a creamsicle. And those things are phenomenal. Hat tip Body Tech at Vitamin Shop. And I don't make any money off of that. But if you like that kind of stuff where you don't have to put any milk in it, just cold water, boom.
Cold water, or you can do the unsweetened nut milk. So you don't want to do regular milk because there's a lot of sugar actually, even in like skim, 1%, 2% in whole milk. But unsweetened almond milk, cashew milk, coconut milk works great if you don't want to just use water for your shakes.
Okay, so we're giving away a gift card. How do I get that?
Reminder, like this video, hashtag Simonds AMA in the comments section.
$25 Target gift card. Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us and for commenting, everyone. We really appreciate it.
Okay, Paul from Durham. Let's just get this. He says his wife, he and his wife, they had their second child. Congratulations. I found myself the most overweight I've ever been. Tried working out, but it really makes me hungrier. Do you treat a lot of men in your practice? Yes, we do. Yes. This is the case for an appetite suppressant. We like the fact that you're working out. We need to get your carbohydrate intake down, and we need to get that hunger under control, and we are in the business of doing that.
Absolutely.
So we use medicines like phentermine all the time to help do that. It's a very common one. It's not the only one, but it's a common one. And so we recommend that you come into the office, and if you're not a patient, sign up to be one. The medicine will be a game changer for you. Okay.
It really does. It really does make a big difference. So thank you for that question. Give us a call, Paul.
Sarah from Durham.
Is there a perfected way to count net carbs? I hear varying options, and does it really matter? That's an excellent question, especially when we're talking about keto products where you have to read a label and figure out, well, it says this, but on the front it says this, and the back it says that. It can be confusing. So net carbs are a concept that basically take the total number of carbohydrate, subtracts out the number of fiber grams, as well as subtracts out the sugar alcohols or the sweeteners that are not sugar in there to keep it sweet. And that's the way you get a net carbohydrate number. So the total may say 20 and the net may say 5, or the total may say, in the case of these bars here, the total will say 7, and then it'll say dietary fiber 3, total sugar 0 added sugar, and erythritol, which is a sugar alcohol, there's 3 grams. So we take the 7 minus the 3 of fiber minus the 3 of erythritol, we get 1. And that's how we decided it was 1 gram of net carbohydrate.
Yeah, the reason it's important to understand that is that, look, if things that drive up your blood glucose are going to drive up your blood insulin and put you out of ketosis. That's the deal. And so, I would say another way to answer your question, Sarah, is if this, I don't care whether it's what the grams of carbohydrate is or anything. The bottom line is if you eat it and you can't lose weight, okay, all right, if you're doing this to bring your weight down, then if you eat it and can't lose weight, don't believe the net carbs in your case.
Right.
Okay, it's how it affects you.
Yes.
Okay, and that's the bottom line. So net carbs are a good general rule. This idea of taking the sugar, alcohol, the fiber away from the total, and the difference is the net. So you could eat all of these things that you wanted with 1 or 2 grams of net carbs, for example. But what if it kept you from losing weight?
Right.
Then I would say don't do it. Okay. Go back to meat, eggs, cheese, and butter, and vegetables, and all those sorts of things that come right out of nature. Okay?
Yeah. Net carbs are generally only a big deal or something to look at when you're eating something out of a box or a bag. So if you are failing to lose weight, go back to the things in the perimeter of the grocery store.
That's it.
Get out of the center aisles. Even though these things are a great option, if you find that they are triggering and you eat more than a serving and you can't have them around because they're too tasty, or if when you have one, you need something else, follow with something else, that's a reason also not to do them.
I mean, I feel certain I could eat a sack of these things right here.
They're designed to be tasty enough to do so.
I just look at my personality and say, that's probably not for me.
Right.
Okay. So you kind of got to judge that aspect of things too. Thanks, Susie and Sandy and Lisa for entering our Target gift card giveaway. You want to like the video and tag it with hashtag Simonds AMA, and we enter you in the contest. We're going to give it away here in just a few minutes.
Yes.
Okay, Samantha from Carrick. Does diet really make a difference with your skin? I've struggled with weight and bad skin for the most of my life. Okay, good question.
This is a really good question.
You can have bad skin with a good diet, and you can have good skin with a bad diet, but generally, when your diet's on point, your skin is better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a general rule. That's true.
Yes, and this has to do a lot with gut health and inflammation, and sugar is really inflammatory, and super ultra processed foods are really inflammatory. So there is, for many, not all, a connection.
That's right.
And I have patients all the time say when they go low carb, they really notice their hair, their nails, and their skin are a lot better. I think a big part of it too is they're getting adequate protein.
Yeah.
I think the standard American diet is so low in protein. I mean, our hair is protein, our skin is protein. So if we're not getting adequate protein, we're not going to rebuild those those surfaces in a way that we really need to. So yes, it can really make a difference. So Samantha, give us a call if you're struggling with weight. We can try to really help not just that, but also see if it can help your skin as well.
Okay, so Tammy from Morrisville, are there any effective ways to avoid loose skin when you're losing weight? I'd say the answer depends.
It does depend as well.
So you're not going to know, I would say, until you've lost the weight you want to lose, and then you spend 6 months maintaining that weight while exercising.
Mhm.
Then you'll have an idea of what it looks like and whether or not you need. So in some cases, if you have a large amount of saggy skin that bothers you, even after all of that, you'll need to see a plastic surgeon if you want to correct that.
Mhm.
But most patients are quite surprised at how well their body looks after they've done this, and they end up embracing the body that they have and think, I don't need plastic surgery. That's kind of more common. So
Right. So it's still an option.
yeah.
And there are non-invasive ways, typically once you've reached maintenance, not so much like as you're actively losing weight, but there are non-invasive procedures that can be done. And before we jump into that, and I'll turn it to you, I will say, again, the protein does matter in your diet. And some people will find that regular physical activity and strength training can also help kind of fill up the pockets in maybe the back of the arms where things can get a little saggier. So sometimes building up the muscles in places where you've lost the fat tissue can help as well.
That's exactly right.
But for a lot of folks, it's kind of just, you got to be patient with your body and let it do its thing. And then there are options, if need be, like InMode.
Yes, we have some machines that non-surgically reduce fat and tighten skin. And we do a lot of procedures in this arena. Now, if you've lost, say, 200 pounds and have a lot of skin, it's not going to help. But you won't know this until we can look at you and tell you, and that doesn't cost any money.
Right.
Okay, so my wife, Anna, is a registered nurse. She's a specialist in this area, and she will gladly show you the machines and the setup and how it works, and then look at the body parts that you're concerned about, and we'll tell you what kind of result you could get, or whether or not you're even really a candidate for. Maybe you just need to see the plastic surgeon. So we can do that for you, and they're great machines, and we won't put the hard sell on you. That's there if you want it. It's really great technology.
Yeah, a lot of our patients have been really interested because it's completely pain-free.
That's right.
And it really does get results.
That's
so if you're interested, let us know. We can absolutely share more about it. But like he said, there's no pushing. It's really, if you come to us, we are happy to help.
Yeah, that's right. So Susie did say that Vitamin Shop does have the Body Tech protein shakes on sale. Buy one, get one, 50%. I know I bought a bunch of this stuff over the last week and restocked. And
with that sale?
With that sale. Now, they told me it ended yesterday. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's a deal.
Check it out.
Yeah.
It's a really good deal.
So Tina from Raleigh says, no matter what I do, I can't seem to lose her pooch. She's fairly skinny. Why do some women carry weight in their belly? Okay.
This is a really good question, because a lot of our female patients ask us and say, this is my hardest area. This is my stubborn area. And there can be varying reasons as to why that is the case. It depends on if you've had children, if you've been pregnant. Sometimes that will change. If you have had a C-section, sometimes that will change the skin and scarring, and just being a woman and getting older. There's hormones that change that can make that area much more stubborn, all related to our estrogen, our progesterone, our testosterone changing as we get closer and closer to the menopausal period. Estrogen, when it's high, when we're younger, it sort of protects us from laying down fat stores in our abdomen, and we're more likely to carry it in our thighs or in our buttocks. As our estrogen level drops, we do become a bit more insulin resistant, which is a term you've heard us use before on this show. Your insulin level is higher, and insulin really likes, as the fat storage hormone, likes to put weight right around the center of us. And that low center of us can be a real problem area for a lot of women.
Yeah. So Tina, look, here's the deal. You say you're fairly skinny. I hope you're not Tina who works for us. Okay. We have a Tina that works for us who would claim that she has this problem. Okay. So either way, there's two types of fat. There's subcutaneous fat, which I can pinch right here with my skin. We all pretty much have some of that.
This is sub-Q fat.
Yeah, that's right. If you can pinch it,
You can pinch
it's
it.
subcutaneous fat. And sometimes the fat here, if you're already a thin person, sometimes that's just fat you can pinch up. The fat that's dangerous for you is the fat that's down around your organs. And you may not have a lot of that. If you're just trying to work on that subcutaneous fat right there, okay, and you're thin, okay, this is the case for exercise. Okay, getting an adequate amount of protein and exercise. You got to work it, man. You got to work this stuff to get rid of it. I mean, this is why you see the movie stars and athletes, they have to work it. They have to work it with diet and exercise. And when you're a thinner person, that's often the case. It's subcutaneous fat. And this is going to be the case where you've got to combine some resistance training and some cardiovascular stuff. And you got to target this area. You got to be better than your best excuse. You just got to suck it up and do it. Okay, that's the only to it. Thank God you're thin. Okay, you're skinny. Most of our patients are really overweight and having to deal with this. This is almost a good problem to have. And now, hey, I'm getting down. I'm at a good weight. Now I just got to chisel this up a little bit. Okay, you can do it. It takes a little bit of time. Those athletes and the movie stars do it by just regular training. Okay, and that's staying on their diet and regular training and that sort of thing, and it works. Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, we got a winner.
Susie,
Yay,
you are the winner
Susie.
of the $25 Target gift card. Awesome.
We'll contact you, okay, and in messages to get one mailed to you. I'm having a lot of trouble reading the producer's handwriting today. I'm so sorry.
All right, very good. So thanks for watching today. We're going to have all our answers loaded on our website at simonsmetabolic.com. It's right in the middle of the page there. Pans across the screen. You can select the edition you want. It's all there. Look, make sure and open our emails tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tasty Keto Tuesday.
Yum.
And the recipes are fantastic. Don't miss it. Open those emails. Look, it's been great to have y'all in attendance. We're very thankful for your attendance. We're open today, and we'll see you again in a couple weeks. Okay?
Have a good week, y'all.
Take care.